Alright, let's move on to our next topic. Alright. So this one right here is interesting, and I know a lot of females can relate to this one. Like this right here is it's not even, I can't even say it's controversial. It's more like it's just everybody feels some type of way about this, I think. Why men neglect their kids. Very interesting topic. You got any feelings towards that? Cause I do.
That's one part I can't figure out why men neglect their children.
Right? Because like women, this is, like, I'm not a sexist. Like when I speak, a lot of times I speak on behalf of the brothers or the men, but I'm not sexist by any means. And I'm gonna be totally honest. Like women handle their business, like white, Hispanic, black, you name it, Asian, whatever. Like women of all races, like handle their business. Like it's actually rare to see a woman who don't handle their business. Now I ain't gonna lie, every woman ain't a good mother, but most women, you can say that most women, even African American women, most women like handle their business as far as like, taking care of their kids. Some of them might beat them too much, yell too much, cuss them out too much, but the fact of the matter is they're under their kids are under their roof, and they're doing their best to take care of them for the most part. And so many men are not handling their business, and out of all the different races, I kind of feel like the black community is the worst. Now, I didn't check the statistics to back that up, but I'm just going off of personal experience from like growing up in the African American community and being around it all my life. Like so many men are not handling their business, and you look at how these kids are coming out, you know what I'm saying, Quita? Like you be seeing how bad some of these kids are. They be like 13, getting locked up, stealing, robbing, stealing cars. But if they had both parents in the house, like, because if the mother working and cleaning the house and trying to help the kids with their homework and this and that and all this stuff, like, it's hard to be able to, and some women do the best they can and do a good job and their kids don't get off the hook. But it's a lot to bear on a female by herself. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
My mom had 8 children.
8 kids.
8
Wow.
kids by herself. Until my stepdaddy came along. And I can guarantee you, all of us know the difference between right and wrong. And you won't ever see us to this day. I think, my oldest brother's 30. You won't see any of us in trouble of our own doing. We're in trouble because we was at the wrong place at the wrong time. We did something that caused it to happen.
Right.
And we know what our father is, but he's not in our life, so you can preach to your children to your face, turn blue, but you can't say what they're going to do when they ain't around you.
Right. I definitely agree with that. But, I know people personally who, like don't handle their business. Like some of these people I grew up with, and it's just like I see their kids more than they do, and it's like, wow, like I don't understand how somebody can not feel some type of attachment to their child, like the child that they made, that they created. Like, how can you not feel like, wow, I ain't seen my child in 2 weeks or a month? You live in the same city, you ain't in the military or nothing, like you ain't away. The child right there. And most of the children that just off the hook, most of them don't have both parents in the house and have a good, healthy upbringing. Most of the time, it's something missing, whether it's child abuse, child neglect, that kind of stuff. Like, that's most of the time the reason why a lot of these kids turn out bad. Now, there are rare situations where, like, you have an outstanding mother and father, but because of the people that the child grew up around, that the child might turn out a little rough around the edges. But for the most part, if the children are brought up right by some good sturdy parents who enforce the rules, don't abuse them, but enforce the rules and mean business, but love their children and show them love and affection too, then most of the time, for the most part, the kids come out alright. Like, I mean, I'm sure you felt love coming out, right? Like, you ain't feel neglected from your mother, right? Like, you felt like your mother did the best she could, right?
Oh yeah. I'm 28 years old, and if I step out of line, you best believe I will still get my ass beat.
Hey, that's how they do it down south, right? That's that southern upbringing, right?
That's it.
And you gotta appreciate that. I mean, from my personal experience, I can honestly say that from the females I've met that's from down south, I kind of feel like that it seems as though the upbringing is different and it's more firm. Like, you know, it's like, you know, you can tell the difference from the respect level, the whole everything as far as like southern women, like this, the womanhood, everything about it just seems different. Like, you know, it's just like the swagger, you know, the respect level. You know, I mean, you got some feisty women from the south, but they a lot of them aren't like the East Coast women. You know what I'm saying? Like, who was just like kind of more like just rowdy, just ghetto, disrespectful, and you know, I can tell that a lot of the southern upbringing is seems to just be a little more right for real, like done the right way. You know what I'm saying? How let me ask you this. How is it like with as far as fathers in the South, like down there where you from? You from Alabama, so how do you feel personally towards the men down there where you at? Like, do you feel as though they handle their business as far as being parents?
I live in a small community,
right?
And it's very rare that see a man with this child. You do, but you don't see him 24/7. 9 times out of 10, they're with the mama, and it ain't cause the daddy working.
Right.
But I can't have things too many say, I don't want to see my child. I don't see me saying that.
So you saying the men down there do at least see their kids?
Most of them. But like I said, I ain't got no respect for somebody that can't take care of their kids.
So, if you knew a guy, right, and it was a guy you was interested in, and he had kids, but he never spoke on them, you knew he had them, like, you know, you go over his house, there's no pictures of him, he don't speak of him, and every time you talk to him, he doing something, but you pretty much know that he don't, like, you know, he don't support his kids. Like, you might even play a little reverse psychology and be like, so when you know how females do, y'all got a way of getting things out of people without being straight out, and you ask him something in a slick way and involving his kids, involving the last time you've been around them, but you won't just probably necessarily say when the last time you've been around them, but like, and he like, oh yeah, well you know, I seen him Christmas, and it's like June. You know, like, could you date a guy like that? A guy that don't see his kids and don't handle his business, like, don't take care of them? Like, could you date a guy like that? I mean, because huh?
Not at all. I have no respect for him. I grew up like that. So, God, I'm going to watch somebody else do their kids like that. I have 2 of my homeboys live around the corner from me.
Right.
And when their children were first born, they didn't go see them regularly. But I kept on and on about it, and I guess I bugged the hell out of them because they see them every day now.
I hear that. And that's ridiculous that it takes that, but
9 times out of 10 is because they don't want to put up with their baby mama.
Okay. That was an interesting topic. Hate that to move on, but it's that time to move on to that next topic. So About to move into this next one.